Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? I have a new book review for you, and that is on Rampant by Peterfreund. Rampant is the first book in the Killer Unicorns trilogy. During round one, we have Charlie Higson's the enemy, who is on Team Zombie, versus Rampant, who is obviously on Team Unicorn. And we're gonna see who wins out on top. So let's start off with the synopsis. Our main character is Astrid Lulin, and she grows up hearing about her mother's stories about killer unicorns, how they're ravenous, dangerous beasts not to be messed with, that her lineage actually stems back all the way to Alexander the Great. And we find out that it is the descendants of Alexander the Great, on the female side of course, that they grow up to be unicorn hunters, and that it is Astrid's birthright to become one of these hunters. One of her ancestors actually took part in the last hunt, in which she kills the last unicorn, driving the species into extinction. Or so we thought. It is not until one night, while making out with her boyfriend, that Astrid comes face to face with a unicorn, and it is only moments away from her boyfriend being gored by one, which is very unromantic. This makes Astrid's mother very giddy, very excited that there has been a unicorn sighting, and that there seems to be a re-emergence of unicorns all over the world. This obviously leads to only one sane move, that is to take Astrid, move her to Rome to train as a unicorn hunter. That's basically where the plot takes off, guys. Astrid going to Rome, very conflicted about being a hunter. She does not want to do this at all, but an aspect of being a huntress intrigues her. The remedy, which is a substance that can cure alicorn poison. And if this remedy can cure this unicorn poison, it could pretty much change the face of medicine in the world. So let's get into why I enjoyed this book. There were aspects of the book that I wasn't expecting at all. Rampant is a supernatural fantasy / romance book. As you guys know, my track record with supernatural romance books haven't been great, but appeal for me with supernatural / fantasy books is the myth, the lore, the legends. So Rampant deals a lot with the mythological aspect of the unicorns. We get to find out the different kinds of unicorns, the species, where they come from. We find out the myth and legend of the unicorn hunters and how they are linked to Alexander the Great, Diana the Huntress. I really enjoyed that aspect of the book very much, and there's a lot of it packed into Rampant. As far as the romance aspect, that part of the book I wasn't expecting at all. I was afraid that the romance was going to be mushy, and I was afraid there was going to be too much romance, that it was going to overpower the plot, the action aspect of the book that I really enjoyed. But it didn't. There was enough romance in the book, and it was not mushy. It was kind of gushy. There were sexiness in the book, which I wasn't expecting at all. We find out unicorns are associated with the virgins. So I was surprised to see that there were some sensual, sexy parts in the book, and there were also sweet moments and funny and cute moments also. So I thought the romance aspect of the book hit the nail on the head. If you love supernatural romance books, Rampant is definitely highly recommended for sure. So let's talk about the characters in the book. I did feel there were too many characters, especially when it came to the huntresses. There were quite a few huntresses that went to Rome. I like getting to know my different characters and getting more in depth of their backstory and their personality, and you don't get too much of that other than the main characters in the book. The focus on the main characters were great. Our main character Astrid, she is smart. She wants to be a doctor when she grows up. She is very brave in this book. She's very much a normal girl. And so Astrid in the book is very conflicted about being a huntress. Hunting unicorns is a dangerous business. You do not mess around unless you want to be cut and gored by one. But there's another aspect of the job that intrigues her, and that is the remedy, the cure that can cure diseases. Wanting to be a doctor, this can be a way to get to that. So Astrid has to come to terms with that and figure out what she wants to do. As these huntresses start to develop and hone their skills, they start to excel. It's so cool seeing how they transform. They start wielding exceptional weaponry like swords and axes and bows and arrows, and it's fantastic. Let's get into the themes of the book. So the themes of sex and virginity, what sex means to different girls, what it means to wait for them. I thought this was handled great. I don't think it was preachy at all. I thought it was just a really truthful discussion of the issue. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to give Rampant by Diana Peterfreund, of course, a readable rating. I really enjoyed this book. There were a lot of great, strong female characters in this book. They knew how to fight and deal with these killer unicorns. It was kind of the girls telling the guys to stay on the sideline, don't get in their way, and they'll handle it. So I thought that was really great. If you guys like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I think you would like Rampant as well. Anyways, guys, that's my review for the book. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be definitely continuing on with the series, on with the trilogy. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day.